You know what they say? If you can't grow it on the top, grow it on the bottom.
Yeah. If you can't grow it on the top and you've already maxed out the basement growth, grow it on the bottom, the ground floor.
Is it possible? Is it possible to improve on perfection? Man's dead.
Welcome to the Dueling Beardos Comedy Podcast.
This is a music roadie after eating at a restaurant. Check. Check. Would you like me to split the check, sir? Check. 1, 2. Check.
Check 4-2.
Check 4-2.
Check 4-2. All right. All right, dude. I think
here's
keep going.
Here's a music roadie before that when he realizes that he should get into being a music roadie. This is the origin story of a music roadie after eating in a restaurant. You left the coffee I ordered off of the check. 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 Check.
I love it.
All right.
This is a graphic designer that's realizing that he should be getting into a different line of work.
Okay.
He's like, someone's like, well, what was the name of that print? It was Buffalo. Check. Check. Check.
Yes.
I'm in the wrong line of work. No, I'm so bad. Oh, so bad. It's so bad. I'm leaving it all in here, though. You know? What were you saying? Yeah. You were just saying something to me while I was focused on something else that it was really poignant, and I really liked it. And I want it to be on record forever.
Forever and ever. What was it about? It was about, was it a leak to our top 3 list today, or was it something else? Oh, it was the Alan Arkin book?
Yeah. Well, you don't have to do the whole thing,
okay.
but like the part at the end. Just say the thing of just like realizing.
Oh, going up with nothing is, you and I are holding on to what that would look like if we were 1 year into comedy. Going up with nothing is the end of any momentum in a room for an audience. I've been there. I've done it plenty of times. There's video of it stored away in my safe. No, it's accessible if you break into my house. But
yeah, it's about updating.
Yeah, updating our thoughts, because now several years into comedy, if you and I went up with nothing prepared, that's going to look different than it would have 1 year into comedy, because we have a bunch of training and feedback and learning that has taken place.
But we tried to do that and failed, and we're holding on to that's always going to be. So we've got the storyline in our head that's always going to be what it is, but we need to update the software.
Update the software.
It might take a few days.
It might take a second.
Might be an overnight update. Yeah. Who knows? Might just take 1 second.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone born after 96 who just fearlessly clicks on updates without even blinking an eye. Meanwhile, I'm dealing with trauma.
Yeah, I'm like, update. Get that out of here.
Yeah. I want to use my computer today, though.
Yeah, but I need to use my computer all day.
Yeah.
I need it. Well, I think it's also, it's like a. Have you seen those things where you can like download a thing that makes it look like your screen is updating?
Oh, why would you do that?
So you can just like step away from your desk.
Oh, and no one will mess with it because they're like, oh god. That's
they'll be like, you're like, sorry, can't work right now.
Oh, I get it. I love.
It's just like a YouTube video that you make full screen.
I'm so pure that I'm like, why would you use that? Oh, to get out of working.
To get out of working is what you would do. It's like the Chat GPT of work.
Yeah, you know what they say? If you find that YouTube video, you'll never have to work a day in your life. Yeah.
Man. So this is the Dueling Beardos podcast. Welcome. Yeah. I'm Bjorn RG.
I'm Todd Basil. Welcome.
And we are the Beardos. And, you know, this thing is just an ever-evolving thing.
It is like a beard,
Yeah, like a beard.
Yeah.
That sometimes I might not have a beard, probably most of the time, because I can't grow up top, so we're going to grow the bottom.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what they say, if you can't grow it on the top, grow it on the bottom.
Yeah, if you can't grow it on the top and you've already maxed out the basement growth, grow it on the bottom, the ground floor.
Ground floor, so I'm growing out my toe hair, dude.
Yeah.
Them shits are, I got nice and full. I just been putting Rogaine all over my toes.
Yeah. Are those sandals? No, I just braided my toe
I
hair.
just braided my toe hair into thongs.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, that would be epic. Like
Epic.
nature's flip flop.
You had a buddy who won a beard contest. Ask him if they have peripheral events like on the side
like
stage at 3
we've got
p.m. Yeah.
Back hair.
Back hair. Yeah.
Back hair freestyle.
Freestyle. Yeah. I like what you're doing there. Have you seen
full
Starry
natural,
Night? That's what I'm going for.
Like other beard growing,
Yeah.
other hair growing contests. Armpits.
Armpits.
We got the ladies of Portland armpit hair.
What would you rather
Category.
see? Would you rather see someone's back hair braided into a picture of Jesus, or would you rather see Jesus's back? What would you rather see?
Back hair into it. That's some cool shit.
Nice. Yeah.
I was thinking, does anyone ever have the joke about how they're like, yeah, so I got the landing strip, and then they like lift up their arm, and it's just like
Yes.
a strip on there.
I love that. Some people I don't think they've manicured it to be that way, but some people do have a little vertical strip of.
Yeah, when's that gonna
Armpit
happen?
hair.
We should start doing freestyle.
Yeah,
armpit
I don't
hair.
know. We should waxing.
Dude,
If you
I've
go
trimmed
into the-
mine before just because I was like, this is weird. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think I have too because it's just too much wetness and sweatness.
I was just like tired of. Yeah, I don't know. That's
No.
a weird, just random thought right away.
People are all upfront now about, oh, my esthetician has seen more of my ass than anyone. Like, people are open with it. What could you walk into an esthetician's office and ask to have waxed where they would be taken aback?
Yeah, right.
My tongue? Could you wax my tongue?
Right. Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, yeah. It could.
I
be.
have
I mean,
thrush.
I know what it would be.
What?
If you went in there and you're like, you know what? I want the full Castans. Full Castans.
Full Castans.
Like George Costanza.
But
like,
what
I want
was
to be. I want to be smooth to the back. I want to look like
Oh,
Picard, baby.
Yeah, you want
Give
the
me
ring.
the Picard.
Yeah. You want the ring that Frodo didn't risk his life for.
The open ring.
Yeah, open ring. Yeah.
The full cul-de-sac.
Full cul-de-sac.
I want that. I want that cul-de-sac with HOA fees, baby.
Yeah, give it to me. Yeah. $600 a month and I park 2 blocks away. Yeah.
I think that would be the only thing. Or like, you know what?
Yeah.
No more eyelashes. I don't want my eyelashes anymore. Lashes.
Lashes. Oh, ouch. And then they do it. That'd be an ASMR video for sure. All of them plopping out.
Yeah, it's like I've been trimming them. It's time to just.
Yeah. Yeah. My clippers broke from me doing self-maintenance on my eyelashes.
Thick. Yeah, why are the eyelashes so thick? The hair that's like as close to your eyeball as possible.
Oh yeah, you get one of these in there.
Thickness.
Game over. Yeah.
That's like having a nail factory next to a school. I don't know. I tried. There's the format of a joke there.
Yeah, nail factory.
I just need
call in
to
with your
A/B test
updates.
a few
Yeah.
different
Nail gun next to a hardware store.
A hardware store.
I like school better.
I like school better.
I want to see a MacGyver episode where MacGyver's like has to pick a lock and he gets an eyelash in his eye and it's like, I've got it. He picks out his wiry eyelash
and then picks the
the
lock.
Yeah.
We should bring the show back just so they can do that.
Just so I could do that, yeah.
Where he just uses body hair to. I love it.
That'd be a great. I immediately imagined Rob Schneider and Mike Myers combining forces to do some hair sleuth movie where everything is done from body hair.
Sleuth. I
The
love
hair
it.
sleuth.
So we're gonna do top threes. We're switching to top threes because we're going a little long on the top five. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go top three. We're gonna try that out.
Yeah.
See how this goes. Love it.
Totes.
Live it. Laugh it.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah. Love it, live it, laugh it. Alliteration, anyone?
So who wants to go first? I think you look ready.
Oh, all right.
you
You
look
did
ready.
too. You had your pad.
Well, what was the topic? You do the topic. I'll do my top three because you gave me a little sample and yours are better. So let's close on yours.
No, I don't know if they are, but we'll see. Top 3 ways to explore a bit on stage. Yeah, nice one. I like this one.
So I have number 1. Ask yourself questions about the topic and answer them.
Oh yeah, live on stage.
Yeah.
Verbally ask them. Brilliant.
Verbally ask yourself
I
the
love it.
question.
Change mine.
Like, Yeah,
That's
verbally. I don't know. I don't have like an example of this, but yeah, just verbally asking yourself questions while you're on stage. A lot of this stuff I think I do kind of unconsciously, and sometimes when I try to do it consciously, it like really trips me up, and I like start being like, new choice, I can't choose I can't just go with my first idea.
Oh, and why wouldn't you? Because
I just get in my head.
Oh, okay, yeah, because we both know that the first thing in your mind has probably a higher probability of hitting than thinking about it.
Yeah,
but it's hard to do.
It's kind of like answers on the SAT. Just go with your first.
Yeah,
your gut, and just stick with it.
Yeah, like there's 10 B's in a row. This one's B.
Yeah.
This one's option B.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. I love that.
Or you skip number 13 and you're on number 70. Like, oh,
and you're like, oh no, it's the wrong. You're like, at what point did I miss one?
If you got 1600 on the SAT, but you skipped a bubble.
But you got to the last question. And there
Would
was
you say anything?
Left.
Yeah.
And you're like, no.
Yeah. Even if they're like, you have
and
an hour
like,
left.
Time, turn it in. You're like, fuck. And you missed one.
Yeah.
And it was the one you didn't answer.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
They're like 1600. You can go wherever you want.
Yeah. And then
God.
when you're 70 after doing all this research, you'd be like, I have to tell you that I skipped a question on the SAT. I didn't earn that.
I didn't earn it. All right, so that was my number one.
Yeah.
Ask yourself questions, answer them live on stage, which is weird, but pretty much always funny.
Yeah, because I feel like it's going to be easy to follow for the audience, but also you already have all your life experience ready to go. So if you come out with a story or a thing that connects for you, that's going to be a step ahead of what the audience might be thinking of. So I think it would work.
This next one, number 2, I'm actually live changing it. My number 2 is it's kind of hacky, but it works for me, and I don't know why it works as a writing exercise for me. I almost always have a way of making it, just make it sexual, find a way of making it sexual in some capacity.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a weird hack of mine, but I don't know if it unlocks my silly or if there's just some built-in tension.
Oh, yeah, those are good
what
reasons.
it is, or like some weird creativity of like, how do I shoehorn this into something sexual?
Yeah.
And that thing just turns it into something hilarious.
That's awesome.
That's something that I do a lot, where I just ask myself, I'm like, how can I make this sexual?
Yeah.
So I literally was working on my bit for tonight's show, and I just jokingly said that to myself, and then I did, and then I am very excited to tell you about all of the stuff that I came up with, because it's
cool.
math heavy. It's definitely math heavy, and it's funny because it's sex math, and that's hilarious.
Sex math is
funny. So, and then now I got to decide which one. You know what? Because the number 2 that I had, I don't really do consciously. Maybe unconsciously I do. But should I just say what it is and then just move on really quickly?
Yeah.
Okay. I said, if this is true, then what else is true? Okay. Moving on. That's totally from UCB, whatever.
Why? So you want to gloss over it because you feel like you're using
I don't
their
know
language?
if I actually use it.
Oh, I see. It's come in handy for me. It's helpful when you share that and remind us of that.
I think I've maybe gotten past it where I just kind of naturally go there.
Yeah.
Where
that's
I'm
cool.
like, in this world, this is, so like that statement doesn't mean anything to me, but I think I actually do the thing from practice. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, number 3.
Wait, because didn't we just do 3?
We did.
Oh,
okay,
so no, I have 5 too. I'm going to try
you're
and pare them
gonna-
down live, but yeah.
My number 3,
We don't
I
have a
guess
timer going
technically
either.
4. I mean, I'm keeping an eye on the things right here.
Right.
What's the opposite of this? I don't know. That always, like, what's the opposite of this? Like, opposites are always kind of a fun thing.
Yeah.
Or like, what is this like? What is this not like?
Yeah, totally.
That usually is pretty fruitful for me.
Yeah, I like that.
So.
I've been investigating that more when I'm writing stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
And that, analogy, it just deepens your understanding of the thing you're talking about. And once again, you can kind of pair this. What is this like sexually?
Yeah.
and that works. What is this not like sexually?
Right.
I don't know. I do know. What am I talking about?
Yeah, you're an expert.
Why do I say that?
Yeah.
I'm a total expert in this.
Tote.
All right. What are yours, Todd?
Well, I just want to add to that oh gosh, I really wanted to say something about that and how much airtime am I going to take?
Oh, it's fine. No, don't just go. Flow with it.
Okay, I'll
You got plenty of
I'll remember
15
that later.
minutes.
Yeah, all right. Okay, top 3 ways to explore a bit. I have 5. We'll see how many I decide to share, but number 1, decide on, state, and confidently verbalize a premise. And then repeat the premise or revise it while you're in the bit. So when you're on stage, say it out loud so that everyone has a frame of reference to go off of. I think that's what I was going to say about yours is the exploring the world. What is this like? What is this not like? It helps you archaeologically uncover the premise. I think you can dust away the dust and it refines the premise more for you. Like if you're like, oh, this is not like this sexual thing, then that's going to help you define what the specific premise is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. By doing an analogy, then it just kind of deepens your personal understanding as well as your maybe explaining of the topic or at hand. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And then have a few destinations in mind. Like I like that. At Logan's mic at Turn, there was this kid that went up, and his name was Schwartzberger, and I thought it would be fun to go up and pretend I was
a child.
Kid, yeah, not like a.
Like a 5th grader.
Yeah. And I thought it would be fun to go up and pretend I was in his class. So that's what I did. I just started telling on all the stuff Schwartzberger and I would do in school. And I had a few destinations in mind. I'm like, I want to talk about the actual spelling bee I was in when I was a kid. I want to talk about being tattled on when I peed on the urinal in elementary school. So I brought those destinations in mind, and that helped me stick with it and flesh it out the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
To having those, it's almost like having bullet points as opposed to having like a rigid schedule of what you're doing.
Right, like if you travel abroad, it's like, I'm going to see this museum and I want to eat at this French cafe. Like, I'm not saying at 1:15 it's the best time to get a table at the French cafe. It's like those two things are going to happen.
I'm not going to book a flight. I'm just going to go to the airport.
Yeah. I'm just going to Google Rick Steves and look at some pics. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fun. What number was that?
That was 2.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Let's see. Which one do I like?
You can just do them all.
All right. Number 3, take your time.
Ooh.
So I was at a mic hosted by the wonderful Madeline Moore, and a guy went up there and did a bit, and it was like borderline like, oh, he could be venturing into offensive territory, or it was just like, base level, like possible offensive lines. And so we were like, okay, we're ready for the next thing. So he transitions with confidence to a new thing. And the audience was right there with him. So there you have the support of the room, whether your mind is telling you don't or not. You do. Take your time. If you're exploring a bit, even if it doesn't go well, just pause and like reframe it or move on to something else, which leads into number 4. Remember, you're the captain. So have that confidence.
Yeah.
You're the captain. Take your time. Steer the ship.
Something that with that that I want to say that when you're in it, it feels like you're frantic and you're like, oh my God, nobody's laughing right now. But it's like, if you watch it, you're like, God damn, is that Don Draper up there? Like, what is happening? Like the whole, like the coolest guy in the room is not talking usually. Yeah. Or like, if you want to like intimidate somebody, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, don't. The more I talk, the dumber I sound. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. That's true for everybody.
I mean, I know that this is a art form of like, you're just up there talking, but like, man, if you just went up there and said like 9 words, like did one joke over the course of 5 minutes, people would be so confused, and it would just bring them in. I feel like.
Yeah,
I don't
totally.
know. Or they would just all stop listening.
Yeah, I mean, there might be a expiration date on how long you can
how
go.
long you can hold people's attention before they start going, what is he doing?
Yeah, totally. Let's do UCB reference number 2. I was listening to this podcast with Matt Besser, and he said sometimes just stating a fact is enough to keep an audience's interest. That's me paraphrasing, but he's like for example, "In God We Trust" was not always written on money. Big ass pauses in there. It's just a fact, but I'm hooked. Like, what's he gonna say about this?
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if it's cool that I just almost verbatim said what he was saying in the podcast.
Yeah.
But that was really enlightening. It's like, just state something, let it breathe.
Make a true statement right now. Do it.
All right.
You got this.
This is the first time I've wore a Hawaiian shirt without an undershirt under it. No tank, no tee, just this shirt. And you know what? It feels great.
Why?
Why?
Why didn't you?
Oh, I just felt free, and I didn't want to sweat up 2 shirts.
Laundry, baby.
Laundry. Yeah.
Laundry.
Decrease the laundry frequency.
It's my carbon footprint. Is what it comes down to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use less water in my life.
Yeah.
Some people water their lawns less. I don't wear an undershirt.
Yeah, I don't wear an undershirt. Because a lot of chores turn into 2 chores. You know, I want to ice water, and your ice maker doesn't work, so you have to clean up all the ice off the floor. 1 chore turns into 2 chores.
1 to 2,
so
baby.
I got to counteract that by doing laundry less frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you wear gym clothes twice?
I will Febreze and rewear shorts. Yeah.
Because I have been going to the gym every day this week and last week, and I'm just making so much laundry because I sweat a lot.
Yeah.
I am out of shape. That's why I'm going to the gym.
Yeah.
And I
Sweating
feel like I'm creating so much more laundry than
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm I have the advantage of I own a company that sells shorts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I have enough to last the whole week, but it's just feeling very wasteful. And I was like, does everyone, or do you wear them twice?
Yeah.
And it just feels weird because it's 2 outfits a day. It's 4 pairs of socks. Because I'm not re-wearing my gym socks, especially. Socks are never. I'm never doing those twice.
But how unnecessarily militant are we about changing socks? Because for me, I'm just holding on to when I was in junior high. It's if you use a shared shower space, you're going to get athlete's foot. So I'm well, that means I can't re-wear my socks ever. You know.
But dude, have you ever put on sweaty ass socks? No.
Well, when they're still sweaty.
Thank you.
No.
Well, because I take a shower afterwards, and then I feel
and then
to slip back into the sweaty socks is kind of a weird
I've
move.
done new socks with the same shoes I just ran in. But
I mean, unless you wear the socks into the shower, then
then you're safe, and you're washing the socks.
Yeah, and then you're 2 chores into 1 chore.
2
You're doing
chores
the
into 1
opposite
chore.
of what you were saying.
Yeah,
I'm now combining chores into
BOGO
1
chores. Yeah,
BOGO is a BOGO chore.
I'm still coming around to accepting that acronym as
buy 1 get 1 chore.
BOGO chores. Oh, all right. Here's my 5th one. Ways to explore a bit. Add characters, including the voice representing the audience. So I'm doing this record store bit right now, and I like doing, hey, I collect records, and then I immediately jump into the audience what? A bearded dude in Portland who collects records. I can't believe, So that might help. Although I've crashed and burned on that. Last night, I finally did the 10 things I want to say to the machine hog at the gym. I finally did that last night. And one of them, I made a comment what I was using your heads up about Planet Fitness, where people don't consider that a real gym. So I said, this is Planet Fitness. Back off with your, holier than thou stuff. And then I said, I thought he said he was talking about the gym, Planet Fitness isn't a gym. And no one reacted to it. I'm like, oh, maybe I got to go a step further and say what I think about that. Or I always assumed that I misrepresented what was in the audience's head, and now created a chasm between the audience and I. So I feel like I hit or miss on that as far as
that
adding the voice representing the audience.
I think, I think you really do have to have that insight into what people are thinking, and sometimes you get it from somebody else, or like I think I gave you that. I was like, as a listener, this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
When you say it, and then you have that insight.
Mm-hmm.
But
and then if it was the room of bodybuilders, from what we've discussed, they would probably laugh at I thought he was talking about a gym.
Yeah.
They would appreciate that. But last night the
maybe
audience
real
didn't laugh.
gym. I don't know. Now I'm like workshopping.
Oh yeah, workshop. That might help, the real gym. But if it's not a group of bodybuilders, if it's people who don't have that opinion, I think then it's my job, if I verbalize what I think the audience is thinking, it's my job to then either move on or make a bit out of that by then saying what honestly is going on. Oh, I thought everyone would relate to that, but you all are like me, where it's like a gym is a gym.
Yeah.
And if it's $10 a month versus $50 a month, where they judge you when you walk in, I'm going for the $10 a month.
$10. The fake gym, $10.
Fake gym, $10. You know what? They still got weights.
They got heavy shit to pick up and put down.
Yeah. You have the barbecue restaurant stacks of paper towels on every trash can. You know, like you're going to get your hands messy with these ribs.
Yeah. That are offered for free at the front of my gym.
Yeah.
On Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Tuesdays ribs day. Yeah. You get on the machine and there's just barbecue sauce.
Yeah, the treadmill's not even on, but you're still able to run on it.
Squeak, like someone just sprayed the thing down with barbecue sauce instead of the whatever spray that they use.
Yeah. Oh
Weird
my God.
Eco Lab. Okay, we really got in the weeds on that. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. How was that your last one?
It was, yeah.
Can you restate it? Just
Oh yeah, add characters in the bit, including the voice representing the audience. Like in a good film, it's like Meet the Parents. I hate the movie Meet the Parents, and I think part of it is because it's so endlessly frustrating. There is no one in the movie representing the audience's viewpoint of, this is ridiculous how much they're misunderstanding this character. That doesn't happen, and that movie is so frustrating to watch. You got to have someone voicing the opinion of the audience in a
like
film,
the voice of reason.
The voice of reason, yeah.
The voice of reason.
Yeah.
Regions high and C.
The voice of reason.
That brings me to our sponsor.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
What is it? Hyatt Regency.
Hyatt Regency.
Hotels and casinos.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do have casinos. Oh my God, that was super fun. Did you have anything else you wanted to say before we get out of here?
Nope.
Dude, that was cool.
Yeah, that was. How about you?
No, I'm good. These were because a lot of I think these are just like how to get to explore live. You know, it's not like other tips where it's like how to make a joke better. It's more like, how do I explore on stage?
Yeah. And I would say, through discussions with you, and whether this encapsulates my 5 or not, I would say if I had to go explore a bit right now, I would use what you've told me to do, is just be as much authentically myself as I can for the 5 minutes or however long this
your
set
authentic
is.
thoughts.
Yeah.
I know. It's like I tell you this all the time, and then like I afterwards, after a set or something, I'm like, I wasn't being authentic. I wasn't being truthful.
Yeah.
Truth is always funnier.
It is
always more interesting. That detail that you're like, I don't need to say that. That might make me look stupid. Like
right.
And then you do it, and it's like that's the whole bit. Like last week, Eliza and I were doing something, and she mentioned, I actually can't even remember what it was.
Good
it
story.
Wasn't. No, but it wasn't. No, but it wasn't biopsy.
Oh.
But then I mixed up biopsy with mammogram, and then I was just like, I'm so confused. I'm like, wait, guys can get those? And she's like, yeah. And then I was like, I actually don't know what a biopsy is.
Yeah.
And then I looked out into the audience, and there was a whole bunch of guys that were just like, like I don't know what a biopsy is either.
Yeah.
And then so she had to explain it, and me
Everyone
looking
was
really
helped.
stupid got a big old laugh.
Yeah.
It was, and because most of the time we're just like, yeah, I'm cool, I know exactly what a biopsy is.
Yeah.
And I use it constantly. I still don't remember. I don't even remember. There's someone.
It's some kind of scanning for it's a scanning of your insides, and it picks up on something. I don't know if it picks up on abnormal tissue or dense
then the
areas or
mammogram is the thing where they squish the boobs
squish
down.
boob, yeah.
Do they do that with testicles? See, making it sexual.
Yeah,
there we go.
They do if you're in one of those clubs.
If you're in one of those clubs. The manogram.
Yeah, the manogram. Remember when it used to be called Stiletto Street? Yeah. Oh, that was a hot club.
It's funny that it's a mammogram. Like, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Like,
ma'am.
The suragram.
It's like all those sign makers that are so passionate about jamming apostrophes into words, they were disappointed when they're like, oh, it's not mammogram, it's mammogram. Oh. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, mammogram. I thought a mammogram was when a woman sends you a telegram.
Yeah.
Not a good joke.
I thought a mammogram is when you're in grade school and you have to write a report on a mammal.
On a mammal.
The woolly mammoth. I don't know if that's a mammal.
Well, it's got mam in it. All right.
That counts.
That counts. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. This has been Dueling Beardos Podcast. Thank you so much for listening.
I tell you, people, I'm on a different level. I heard 'em.
Adios, muchachos.